queso dip? You don't need it! Not with Lay's Southwestern queso flavored potato chips. It tastes surprisingly rich in flavor. Its special seasoning mix of onion, sunflower oil, red and green bell pepper powder, as well as tomato, combined with the undeniable flavor of hard cheddar, is sure to be a taste worth $1 million.
Hey everybody out there on YouTube, this is your good buddy Hottie Scotty Pancake 603, and you are watching Limbo Grub, aka Yucker Yum. And this is the Apology Special! Basically, as pathetic as it sounds, the Apology Special is where I send out messages of lamentation and all-out apologies for stuff that I'm doing in the present, as well as stuff I've done in the past. I apologize for knocking that bag over. That was very unprofessional of me. Basically, I'm just trying to curry your favor and just let you know that I am truly a benevolent soul. I'm not some douchebag that's, you know, the minute I cut camera, I'm like, oh, that'll show those toads. Ha, they're gonna watch me no matter what. No, I'm not like that. I'm begging you for views, please. But yeah, I just want to be, you know, I want to make nice, and if I've offended anybody, you know, in all the years since 2007 or however long I've been making these videos, if I've ever offended anybody, I just want to apologize for that. I also want to apologize for all the damn traffic that you hear in the background of these videos ever since episode 150 or whatever episode we're up to. You constantly hear this background noise of cars going back and forth, and I apologize. I don't know what the heck to possibly do about that, and nor do I know how that even works here in Limbo. I always thought I was the only person here in Limbo. Meanwhile, we got all these imaginary cars going to their imaginary jobs or recreational activities or whatnot, so I don't know what more I can do about that. I also apologize for there not being a lot of output on the channel lately. As of now, I'm currently editing the final episode of Season 2 of Cartoon Limbo, and it's looking like there's not going to be a Season 3. Blame YouTube politics for that. I have no real control over that. If you're gonna, you know, point your daggers at anybody, just look at the whip-cracking tyrants over there at YouTube. And I also apologize for today's food item. I realize this is not a very weird choice, Lay's Southwestern queso flavored potato chips, but I feel like it's all part of the pattern at this point. Ever since they did this Do Us a Flavor contest, you might see on the corner of the bag here, they like to try to get the jump on us by creating a few creative flavors themselves. And I feel like I've just been doing them out of habit. So normally, I would see a flavor like this on the shelf, Southwestern queso, I'd be like, well, that's different, but it's not weird enough for the show. But since I did every other Lay's potato chip flavor that's come out, I feel obligated that I have to do this. So, you know, if you don't want to see the video, I'm sure you didn't even click it, so whatevs on that. And I also apologize for jerking you guys around a little bit, because I'm sure at this point I've already posted the Lay's Do Us a Flavor video that I do every year. That half-hour or so video. I did one last year, I did one the year before that. And it's going to be a little bit confusing because I'm going to be going, I mean, I haven't edited, as of now, I don't know what the contestants are. Usually I see the 4 contestants by now, I'm whittling them down. They haven't been announced yet, but you're going to be seeing this video after the fact. So I realize how confusing that must get to you people out there. So what more can I say than I apologize? Who knows what kind of flavor is going to hit us with this time. I mean, if I had my druthers, I would go with, like, my 4 finalists they'd be soy wasabi, Thanksgiving turkey, the 3 potato medley, and Harambe banana chip recipe. Anyway, we are looking at Lay's Southwestern queso. If you're a fan of queso, it might be something that you dip potato chips in. I like queso, not as much as I like salsa, or on potato chips I like onion dip, you know, stuff like that. But most people like their queso warm and with like the chives and like that specific spice. Baked into the potato, it might be a novel idea, but it also might take away a little bit of that fun. I consider dipping a potato chip like a privilege. I love the counterbalance of tastes, like and they're all both salty and everything, but you got the warm, smoothness on top of the hardness of the chip. That's something that I don't want to simplify, you know? But this chip promises that you wouldn't need to dip a chip into your queso, because the queso is all baked in, as you'll see. Let me give it a whiff, I'll let you know what I think. Wow, you definitely smell the queso. It has a very strong kind of cheese-ish taste mixed with the normal potato-ish taste, smell. I apologize for doing that all the time, by the way. I knew I was going to do it, and there's really nothing I can do to stop myself. And you might note that the queso, Southwestern queso potato chip, has lots of little bubbles. It's a little bit of a darker color than your typical potato chip. And it smells so good. I mean, it's probably gonna pale in comparison to just dipping a regular potato chip into queso, but I'll let you know what I think, and hopefully I can dress this up and not make it too boring. I apologize, by the way. Whoa, that is different. All right, screw what I said before. You don't need to dip these, they're fine the way they are. It's a I've had cheese flavored potato chips before, but this is like a very unique kind of cheese. When you think of queso, it's not just melted cheese. It's not like you're putting Cheese Whiz on your potato chips. It's a special kind of cheese that's got like, well, it's a dirt level cheese that's got like all sorts of like hot spices in there. You definitely taste the hot spice. This, I wouldn't say it's not for the faint of heart, but it's definitely, if you don't like spicy food, you're probably not gonna like this chip. And I like spicy food, so. Delicious. If I were to give this a star rating, you know what? Because I've never tasted anything like this, I'm gonna give them some major brownie points, and I'm gonna give them 4.5 stars. This is a triumph, ladies and gentlemen. I really wish that they would have waited for the Do Us a Flavor contest so somebody out in the world could have chosen this flavor and got the $1 million, if they're even giving away $1 million this time, if they don't cheap out on us this time. But yeah, this is a score in my book. Go out to your supermarket and look for Lay's Southwestern Queso flavored potato chips. There's somebody else I owe an apology to, and that's my old friend Tyrion. You might notice, or you might have noticed, that he's been very vocal lately. He doesn't really approve of some of the things that I've been doing, but it's all for the greater good, Tyrion. In any case, he hasn't had a delicious treat on the show in a long time, and I do not recommend giving such a spicy item to your dog. But a taste is not gonna kill him. So I bring back Second Opinion starring Tyrion, starring Tyrion, starring Tyrion.
New show that is Limbo Grub's name is Tyrion. His name is Tyrion. Don't listen to anybody else's name. His name is not Joe.
Tyrion. Tasty morsel for
His name
you.
used to be Ilu, but he's not Ilu anymore. He's Tyrion. On the new show that is Limbo
and he
Grub's
loves
name
it.
is Tyrion. His name is Tyrion. Don't listen to anybody else. His name is not Jello. His name is not Jello. His name is Tyrion. From now on, from this moment, going forth.
Tyrion, maybe you should get some water.
Look at his ears. Look at his tail.
Wash
His name
that
is
taste out of your mouth.
Play bow mode. He's Tyrion. Look at him, Tyrion. Can you believe his name?
So yeah, Tyrion ate it. I think we all knew that Tyrion would eat it. These are aces in my book. Go out and find these if you can. Like I said, if you don't like spicy things, they might not be your cup of tea, but they actually aren't really that bad. They're not that hot in your mouth. Just think about how hot queso is. It's got a certain degree of spice in there. If your tongue can take queso, you can take this no problem. Actually, kind of compare it to the Indian tikka masala chips that I had in that prior review. I had some couple of reviews back. They're just that spicy, but it's a different kind of spice. It's not the kind of spice that like monopolizes your mouth and kills your tonsils and burns the skin on the inside of your mouth. No, it's not like that at all. This is like something completely different. I suggest you try it. It's actually not that bad. And what more can I say? This is your good buddy Hottie Scotty Pancake 603. This gets my ringing endorsement, 4.5 stars. You don't see too many of those. And yeah, so concludes the apology special. I apologize if this special has been a bit more scatterbrained than usual, but admittedly, it's been a long time since I've filmed one of these, and I'm just trying to get back into the game. I apologize. And you know what, I apologize if all these apologies are getting annoying, because only crazy people apologize this much and say that they're sorry constantly for screwing up. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All I could be is myself. Well, thanks a lot. I was sweating my ass off in this thing. Thank God I switched to my hoodie. It's so much more breathable. Fine then, I will!
There never was a question who would win the war of disc formats between that jabroni Blu-ray and the King of Kings HD DVD! The leader in picture and sound quality is no doubt the same fellers who swept our asses out the cattywampus days of VHS. The truth is right there in the title, and that's HD DVD! I love my good buddy Ted Fowler, but oh how I wish he were a woman! I would love him tenderly.